Uh, Good morning, class. We're going to talk about calculating square roots today, and we're going to do it by hand on the paper. So pay attention, don't fall asleep, no texting or talking on the phone during class today. So the number we're going to start with, well, the first one we're going to do here is going to be the square root of 1,234. Okay, can you see that okay? So what we have to do is just say there's a decimal point right here. You can put a bunch of zeros if you want. That's fine. And we're going to split it into pairs of digits to the left of the decimal point. So we'll put it like this. 3, 4 is the first pair, and then the next pair is a 1 and a 2. And then we'll draw a horizontal line like that, and we'll draw a vertical line down here. And what we have to do first is take the pair that's on the leftmost pair, which is 12, and we have to say what number can we square that will be as close to 12 as possible without exceeding it. So that means we can take 1 times 1, that's 1. We can take 2 times 2 is 4, 3 times 3 is 9, 4 times 4 is 16. Whoops, 16 is too big, it went over 12, so we have to go back to 3 times 3. So we'll put on here 3 times 3 is equal to 9. And this 3, then we'll put it up, and that will be our first digit of our solution. And then we're going to take this 9, and we're going to put it over here, like so, and we're going to subtract it from 12. So 12 minus 9 is 3, no problem. Now we're going to pull down the next pair, which is the 3, 4. So that one comes down, and then we get 3, 4. So now we have 334. And over here, what we're going to do is take the number that's up in this part of the graph, or part of the table, and we'll multiply it by 2. So 2 times 3 is 6, and we'll put a 6 here. And then we'll put some number, and then times some other number equals something. And so this number and this number has to be the same, one digit only. So we can try different numbers. We can try 1. Then we'll have 61 times 1 is 61. And we want to find a number that's going to make the product of these two as close to this number, 334, as possible without exceeding 334. Okay? Okay, so we can try 2, and then we'll have 2 times 62 is going to be 124, and so on and so on. And so what I've found here is 5, and 65 times 5 is going to be equal to multiplying 325. So we found that 5, we're going to put that 5 up here, that will be our next digit, we'll have 3, 5. And then we'll take this 325 here, and we'll use a red pen, so it won't be too boring. And the red pen, we'll use that to go over here. And now we'll use a green pen. And we'll write this number 325, and we'll subtract those, and we'll just get a 9, right? Subtract those and get a 9. So now we've got nothing left here, but we have these other pairs we can just keep adding to the right, and those will be 0, zeros. So there's our next pair, 0, 0. We'll pull that one down, and we'll get 900 or 900. And we move back over to this part here, and what we have to do is take this number and multiply it by 2, like we did here. Except now it's 35, so multiply by 2 and we'll get 70. And that's 70, and then we'll put a digit there times another digit equals something. And again, we have to find 70 something times something is as close to 900 as possible without exceeding 900. Okay, so we can see that pretty clearly now. It's easy. It's just going to be a 1. Because 701 times 1 is 701, so we'll get 701 here, and we'll take that one and we'll put it up here, and that will be our next one. But now we've gone past the decimal place, so this is going to be a point here. Or if you're in Moldova, then you make a virgula, right? Or a comma. So that 1 goes up here, and we have, so far we have 35.1 is our answer. And then we get this 701, and we put it over here. We get 701, we subtract them, and we're going to get 199 is the difference. And then we can pull down another pair. We can keep pulling down pairs of zeros as long as we want. So we'll pull down this pair, and we'll get 0, 0. So now we've got like 19,900. Okay? And we'll do this multiplication thing again here. We'll take 2 times this and put it there. So 2 times 351 is going to be 70.2, right? So it's going to be 702, and then we'll put an underscore and a times and an underscore. And then again, we have to figure out a digit, the same digit that's going to make this product as close to that as possible without exceeding it. And we can probably see pretty easily, this is going to be 7,000 something, so it's probably going to be 2. In fact, it is. So we'll get 70,022 times 2 is equal to 14,044. 14,044. And we'll take this 2 and we'll put it up here, and we'll get a 2. And then we'll take this one, this number, and we'll put it over here, and we'll get 14,044. And you can see that it that the 2 fits right because it gets as close as you can to 19,900 without exceeding it. So we'll subtract those, and when we subtract them, we'll get 6, we'll get a 5, we'll get an 8, and a 5. So 5, 8, 5, 6. And we can make another pair of zeros. We can keep doing that as long as we want, and bring those down, and we'll get a 0, 0 here. So now we got 585,600. Okay, so now we're going to take 2 times this one, so we're going to get 7024, and then some number and some number, and equals something. So that's going to be like 70,240 something times something, and it's the same digit here and here, just like we did in the previous steps. So 70,000 will go into here. How many times? Well, let's see, maybe 8 times, okay? That's just my wild guess. 8 times. So we put an 8 and an 8. So that means we'll put this 8 up here, and we'll have an 8. And then 8, if we do this multiplication, then, you see, I kind of figured it out a little bit first. We're going to get 561, and then 984. That number. So we'll take that one, we'll put it over here, and we'll get 561, 984. And you can see that 8 was right because it gets us as close to this number as possible without exceeding it. So we could subtract these and then pull down another pair of zeros and keep on going like that, but I think this one's far enough. That's the answer. And to 5 significant digits, it's as close. It's to 5 significant digits, it is the square root of this number. And if you don't believe that, you can check it in a calculator and see what it really is. So that's the method we're using, and that's the first lesson for today. And then stay tuned, and maybe we'll do another one. Bye. Are you still there, class? Okay.